Do you see him as a kid that is going to come into the league and be an all-star, which I think probably at a minimum would be the expectation for him? Or do you think that he could really be the face of American basketball that some people say we're lacking and desperately need?
Ricky, I think he could be. I think he's good enough. He's the best freshman that I've ever seen. I thought Magic Johnson, when I saw him when I was a kid, 16 years old, I thought he was the best. I thought, name a guy. I mean, a lot of people say he's the best 18-year-old they've ever seen, including LeBron, people that I respect, and I get it. Here's the thing. This is what I've always said about NBA guys, and I say this actually maybe about all pro athletes. You got to do what the greats do. You got to figure out, okay, how did Michael, how did Kobe, how did Bird, how did Magic, how did they get great? Well, one of the ways they got great, well, actually two ways. They worked harder than anybody. Larry Bird wanted people to think he didn't. He's just a beer-drinking hillbilly. That ain't true. Larry Bird would get up at 5 in the morning. He always got the best high school kids around, would work out like a crazy man. I mean, like a crazy person till about 9. He would go for 4, 5, 6 hours, and then maybe he'd go drink beer, play golf, and then go to bed early and then do it all over again. And Reggie Miller, I sent a first-round draft choice, kid named Greg Graham, to work out with Reggie Miller, and he couldn't handle it. Reggie Miller was all day. Michael Jordan all of a sudden made weight work great. Magic Johnson figured out how to shoot. If Cooper Flagg follows the lead, Kobe Bryant already had a 2-hour workout in by the time practice started. If Cooper Flagg does what the great players do, and it ain't easy, man, it ain't easy at all, then I think potentially he can be the face of not only the NBA, American basketball, maybe basketball. He can have that kind of impact. But, man, the list ain't that long. The list is long of guys that have busted their ass that didn't have talent to make it. That's a long list. But when you are uber talented, uber recognized, uber compensated, which is what Cooper Flagg is right now, which is what Michael Jordan was before he played a game by Nike in the NBA, do you still have the work ethic? Do you do what the greats have done? I always said this about Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck was a great quarterback, but he didn't do what Peyton Manning did. He didn't work out a wide receiver that they drafted at 5 in the morning before they were announced at their press conference. He didn't drive 3 hours to go work out Anthony Gonzalez when Anthony was drafted but couldn't make it because he was finishing up school. He would drive after workouts to Columbus, work him out for an hour, and drive 3 hours back. That's the greats' work ethic is stunningly ridiculous.